How's everyone feeling? Comment below and let me know. And for those of you who don't know, this channel is called No Trash Tolerated because we don't tolerate no trash. Alright? Which is why we're checking out some LOWKEY. I just did Terrorist question mark by LOWKEY. And man, dude, that's the longest reaction I've done because there's so much in there that's like, he gets you thinking, man. But we're gonna do Voices of the Voiceless featuring Immortal Technique now. Yeah, dude, like, LOWKEY, man, he just gets me thinking, man, and there's so much to talk about with him, but we're gonna get right into this, dude. We're gonna get right into this. I did Abomination by him too. Check that one out.
These times are coming. We told you about them, but you motherfuckers was sleeping. Now you gotta wake up.
The time has come. LOWKEY.
Yeah.
Immortal Technique.
Harlem, motherfucker. We here.
Let's make history.
I always like LOWKEY's beats too.
From West End to the West Bank, I write righteous rhymes with my right and wrestle the devil with my left hand. Never worked for a Zionist, never been a yes man. My art is like Rembrandt painting pictures of death camps. The average person is a...
I'm like, Rembrandt painting pictures of death camps? Oh man, dude. And he is, man. He keeps it pretty cutthroat, like pretty based in reality as far as I can tell, man.
Yes man, my art is like Rembrandt painting pictures of death camps. The average person is allergic to the words of wisdom. This is for everyone, the Saddam's Kurdish murder victims and all the pure souls that never had the choice.
Dude, already, man. People are allergic to the words of wisdom, dude. People don't want the truth, man. People don't want to accept the truth. They really don't. You could lay it out in plain terms, 100% truth, and people would just deny it or ignore it because they can't handle it, dude. They can't wrap their little melons around it. It's crazy.
This is for everyone, the Saddam's Kurdish murder victims and all the pure souls that never had the chance to speak. Truth pumps in my arteries and causes my heart to beat. The soldiers haunted and tortured by guilty memories who realized too late to reveal their real enemy. It's all dead wrong for every...
Dude, I talked about this in the reaction I just did with Terrorist, man. They're haunted and tortured by the stuff they had to do. The soldiers who are back home now. U.S. soldiers. I mean, that's what I'm talking about specifically. It's like, man, like I said, dude, I know someone whose friend essentially got dishonorably discharged because he refused to kill a kid in the Middle East, man. I hope my account doesn't get shut down for saying this, man, but dude, it's real, dude. It's real. PTSD as they call it. But he said it was too late for them to find out who the real enemy is. He's basically saying that the U.S. is the enemy. I'm not saying that's true. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying that's what he's saying.
A reason causes my heart to beat. The soldiers haunted and tortured by guilty memories who realized too late to reveal their real enemy. It's all dead wrong for every victim of racist persecution from Auschwitz to Hebron. My words may sting cowards for people that were atomized by the third mate in the Twin Towers. Those living through the wars ask me what...
Bro, he just said there was thermite in the Twin Towers. Thermite will melt steel beams, man. Thermite is... It's designed to go melt basically any metal. He's saying that 9/11 was essentially done by the U.S. government and staged by the U.S. government as a reason to go into the Middle East. That's basically what he's saying by saying that. And look, man, the timing is quite odd. The timing is quite odd, you know, and there just so happen to be a lot of financial ways for Cheney and Bush to benefit from that in that specific region with pipelines and private military contractors, man. This is real shit right here, dude.
Put the world in its place before it puts you in yours.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You can try to avoid us, but it's
Don't submit, bro. Do not submit, man. If you don't like the way the world is, don't sit and complain about it. Do some shit about it. Next time somebody says something you disagree with, don't be an asshole about it, but at least be like, hey, what do you mean by that? Or what about this aspect that you probably don't know about or haven't thought about? Like, don't submit to the way the world is, man. Don't let people make you think that you're, not even make you think, dude. Just don't let people try to bully you around, man. Like, just be honest. Be genuine, too. And be honest, be nice, but don't compromise. All right? Don't compromise, man.
you can never avoid the voices of the voiceless.
Take our freedom back, take our pride, come on, baby, we'll provide.
You can try to avoid us, but it's pointless. You can never avoid the voices of the voiceless.
Keep my third eye hidden under my New York fitted. A crazy unmarried man that deserves to be committed. The future is encrypted in my trouble.
Unmarried man who deserves to be committed to an asylum, but committed to a relationship, wordplay. And he said got his third eye under his New York fitted cap. Anyway, I'm getting into bars with him, but
Crazy unmarried man that deserves to be committed. The future is encrypted in my troubled lyrics. Dream that I've been somewhere for weeks and wake up in a couple minutes. Sweat dripping with visions of population control. Thoughts overflowing my world like the melting of the North Pole. My people are targeted by military crack committees, so I'm bucking at the feds like natives in Rapid City. Reality savage. My words are like a riot in Paris. The voice of the voiceless. That voice is social imbalance. So stand stronger, sit harder in your mental palace. Blinded inside the kingdom, united to its old habits. Middle passage coming, war chant, African drumming, Gatling gun humming, rapid fire mechanism, reckless living that checks the rhythm of perfectionism. Slave condition while you singing God save the system.
dude, I'm a big fan of Immortal, man. I've been a big fan of his for a while, dude. He keeps it real too, man. He does. I mean, and he understands a lot about what's going on, dude. He really does.
You can try to avoid us, but it's pointless. You can never avoid the voices of the voiceless.
Take our freedom back, take our pride, come on, baby, we'll provide.
You can try to avoid us, but it's pointless. You can never avoid the voices of the voiceless. Detain my body, but you can't imprison my mind. If it's my time, I'll probably die with my fist in the sky. These are the thoughts of a man who can't escape from his coma. Cries of a young virgin girl who got raped by them soldiers.
Birthing a screaming bastard post.
I'll probably die with my fist in the sky. These are the thoughts of a man who can't escape from his coma. Cries of a young virgin girl who got raped by them soldiers.
Birthing a screaming bastard post-colonial nation, subject to childhood diseases, famine, war, and inflation. Education molded you into your master's image, and you forgot who the fuck you were before the war was finished.
Hearing the ghosts of
You were molded into your master's image. You forgot who you were before the war was finished, man. Bro, education is fucked in the U.S., man. I just gotta say that, bro. Education is fucked here, man. I've talked to so many professors and ex-professors and just teachers of high school and middle school in general, and they're all saying the same thing, bro. There's some kind of poison that's infiltrated it, dude. And it's like, I mean, it's been kind of fucked up, but in the past 10 years, man, like, bro, we got gender studies, man. And look, man, I'm not trying to get controversial here, but I talk to academics who talk to me about, like, they explain to me what gender studies or critical race theory is. And I'm just like, is this an actual subject? And they're like, if it is an actual subject, they're not teaching it like one. They're not, dude, like, I have a very close relative of mine who works at one of these universities, and he is a liberal, man. He's a true liberal, and he read, White Fragility and, like, looked into critical race theory, and he's a liberal, and he was like, I don't know what this is. Like, this is not He's like, this is not academia. Like, this is not education. I'm not sure what it is. But it's like, if you came out and said that, you'd be ostracized, man. That you'd be like, oh, you're a racist, you're this or that. It's like, no, bro. Yeah, man, I just went off on education. I could go for that, on that for a long time, but here we go.
Master's image, and you forgot who the fuck you were before the war was finished.
We're all programmed, is what I'm saying.
Into your master's image, and you forgot who the fuck you were before the war was finished.
Hearing the ghosts of Nagasaki, you're hearing Hiroshima. Beautiful babies being born with the weirdest features. You might
Hey, dude. Yeah, man. There were genetic. Literally, it changed the DNA of people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The radiation, like, fucked with their DNA. So some of them who weren't even pregnant, when they had kids, they were born with deformities, like all this shit. That's what he's referring to.
You're hearing Hiroshima, beautiful babies being born with the weirdest features. You might never see me in the chart, but inshallah my seed can see peace in Iraq.
But peace and freedom can never be given. That's historically forbidden, cause only collision is the recipe, changing the course of destiny. So I'm strapped with weaponry, cause the government don't give a fuck about protecting me.
You can try to avoid us, but it's pointless. You can avoid the voices of the voiceless.
Yeah, that's the end, man. But dude, this is honesty as far as, I mean, these are facts as far as I'm concerned, man. It's like there are a lot of issues going on, and it's like you can't, it's very hard to criticize them in some of these scenarios, because it's like you get labeled as certain things. It's like, no, man, like there's a lot of division, man, especially here in the US. There's so much division, and it's like I don't even buy it. It's like, dude, like people aren't even that different. They're really not. They just have all these assumptions about people, and it's like we need to be deprogrammed is what we need. We need to be deprogrammed. You need to get off your goddamn socials, get off your fucking Twitter, Snapchat, all that shit, man. I just deleted my Snapchat, man. But yeah, dude, LOWKEY, man, as always, him and Immortal, they're underground and they're conscious, man, you know. I really like them, dude. But I'm gonna check out another LOWKEY track. I don't know which one yet, but we're gonna see what the deal is.